All right, hi everyone. A very good evening to all of you, and welcome back once again to Shiksha IELTS online classes. So far we have finished the reading module out of the four modules, and today we are starting with the fresh new module that is listening. And I'm going to take the first class of listening module for this month, and we are going to learn about MCQs, that is your multiple choice questions. So these questions are a very integral part and very, very crucial for your, the whole IELTS listening test. Why? Because these are the questions which are quite tricky and you need a quite good approach to actually handle them. So I'll be sharing with you the tips and strategies for that, and definitely I'll be showing you one or two sample questions as well, so that you get the familiarity of the question and it's easy for you to identify the multiple choice questions in your exam. So without any further delay, let's start with today's class. But as you know that uh, before starting each and every class, I actually give you a small brief about the registration and subscribing process. So you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is with the same name, Shiksha Study Abroad, and definitely you will, avail a lot of perks because we have lots of, a lot of free online videos from where you can actually get a lot of help. So yes, to avail that, you have to subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you keep getting notified whenever we are uploading a new video on any topic. And apart from that, I have also told you before as well that how can you actually register with us? It's a completely free process. You do not have to pay a single penny. So for the registration process, you just have to register with us by clicking on the link which is given right below this video in the description. So just click on it and you'll be able to download many sample papers for free. And you will also get in touch. You can also get in touch with the expert counseling team who will be willing to give you free counseling sessions on any of the query or doubts if you have regarding IELTS, or be it for that matter any other migrating exam if you want to ask. So that was just a small piece of information which I wanted to share before we actually move on to today's topic. So yes, let's start reading about this question type and then gradually we'll move on to the tips. So IELTS listening multiple choice questions are one of the most difficult of all the question types, but if you have a good strategy for answering them, then you will be able to do so successfully. In multiple choice questions, you are required to choose the correct answer from a list of options. So there are basically two main types of questions in the MCQs category. So multiple choice questions are also divided into two subcategories. So first is single questions with a choice of three answers, A, B, or C. So occasionally there may be four options as well. And second category is list questions. So these have a longer list of possible answers and you must select more than one as specified in the question. So to understand how many options do you need as an answer, maybe one or two. So for that, you'll have to look into the instructions very carefully. Okay, so please do not ignore reading them before you actually start with the question. Now, what are some of the problems which the candidates face during IELTS listening this question type? So, first is you will most likely hear all of the listed options in the multiple choice questions in the given recording. So, it means if you choose an answer just because it is mentioned in the recording, could reduce your marks. So, focus on selecting the right answer. Frequently, the meaning of the three choices will be similar, so you may struggle to identify the difference between them. In that case, figure out the difference based on the keywords you found in those options. So, usually the answers will be given in the synonyms or in a paraphrased form. So, don't expect you will hear exact words laid out in the options. Think of the synonyms or paraphrases of the main words while answering the questions. Now, though it's a listening test, you need to have reading skills as well. So you have to read and underline the main words in the questions and the ability to differentiate one option from the other. The common mistake is listening to the audio without understanding the purpose and the context. So while listening to the recording, determine the context in order to absorb the information accurately. It will help you to choose the correct option. And another general mistake students are making is leaving the answers blank. So there is no negative marking for the wrong answer, so you can make a guess based on your understanding of the audio. Now, highlight all right, sorry. The IELTS listening multiple choice tips. So, guys, now we are actually proceeding with the next kind of category, which is the tips and strategies which you need for your, passing the question well with a high score. So, let's see what are the tips which you can apply for this particular question type. First is highlight the keywords in the question. Relate those keywords to the understanding you got from listening to the recording. It can help you to choose the correct option. Read through the options, highlight the options which are similar to each other, and understand the differences between other options. Don't choose an option by picking up the words from the audio without reflection. They could trick you. So think and choose an answer. Next is don't spend your time on one question. Move on to the next question and return to the question you left. This will help you to save ample amount of time. As you know, guys, time is a very crucial factor in your reading and listening paper specifically. But of course, for speaking and writing also, it goes the same way. But yes, your reading and listening, these are two quiet time restricting papers, so you have to manage your time really well, because as you know, if you're applying for a PBT, that is your paper based test, then definitely you should use your time wisely, because you need to transfer your answers as well in the paper based test. Now, next step is get the IELTS listening question papers. That means do a lot of practice before you actually attempt for the test. When you hear words such as but or however, be cautious. Why? Because it means the speaker will qualify the preceding statement. That means it might change the theme of the context, or it might divert from whatever the speaker was saying earlier, and he might divert himself to some other category or to some other topic, or completely changing the scenario in which he is speaking. So definitely these are few things which you need to look out for. Now, read the instructions properly. As I told you that there will be, remember that you are going to choose a letter A, B, or C and not a word. So be careful while you transfer the answers to the answer sheet at the end. Understand what type of question you are asked to answer. So there are three types which you learned in this article. You can easily answer the questions by grasping the question type. If you feel that a certain answer is correct, mark it, but keep on listening to the audio till you're sure about the answer. So definitely, guys, do not pick up or do not choose or click any answer very quickly. Just take your time and listen to the full audio, because the answer might change later on. Last key tip is think of the synonyms and paraphrases of the main words you have heard in the recording. This will help you to pick up the right answer. Now, strategy again goes the same way. First is read the question, of course. Look for a title, that means whatever heading or subheading is given to you, because that also might help you to understand the context of the questions. That means on what basis or on what theme are they related or based on. All right, next strategy is underline the keyword in the question, of course. Keep your pen and pencils ready, especially if you're doing a paper-based test. In the computer-based test also, you have an option to highlight and make your own notes. That is also there, but just have a good thorough practice before you actually attempt for CBT or PBT paper. Next is predict the answer. Think of synonyms, identify the difference, watch out for distractors, and writing the answer. Now, guys, that was all from my side, and I think the question has been missed here. No problem. We have discussed lots of kind of MCQs questions, not just this, but lots of other kinds of questions. So, in case you have not gone through those videos where I actually discussed the answers and I helped you to derive those answers, then definitely you should subscribe to our YouTube channel, as I said, with the same name, Shiksha Study Abroad. And of course, please do not forget to register with us, because that will give you a lot of help, especially when you are self practicing and you're trying to self evaluate yourself. So yes, with that I taken off, and I shall see you tomorrow with the new topic in hand, and with a fresh new slide on a different question type, but from the same module, listening module. So yes, till then keep practicing, and I shall see you soon tomorrow at the same time. Thank you.